Hi, my pitch for Cyberpunk 1 crossover is Cyberpunk Black Hedgehog. This game is a crossover between Cyberpunk 2077 and Sonic the Hedgehog. The name of the game is inspired by the samurai song Black Dog. The name was also inspired by the fact there's a comic book series for Cyberpunk that uses the same name. The comic book follows a group of mercenaries transporting Johnny's body, and how Johnny will now be transported by a new group of allies in the new world he has woken up in. During the raid of Arasaka Tower, that usually leads to Johnny's death, finds a new device being used by Arasaka. He grabs it, and a sudden blast from the device sends him to Sonic's world. Seeing the threat Arasaka poses to this world, and his need to get home, Johnny starts to plan an attack on Arasaka, along with the possible help of the original Sonic cast, depending on player choice. Johnny will also be able to find friends from his world, such as Kerry and Rogue, that could also join their fight to get back home. As a final boss, a Rhino version of Adam Smasher would appear, ultimately ending in multiple ways depending on player choice, similar to the multiple endings for Cyberpunk. The gameplay would be very similar to standard Cyberpunk gameplay, with new additions due to Johnny's transformation into a hedgehog. Here is an example of what gameplay could be like. Johnny's main weapon would be his Malorian pistol.
I'll skin you and make a purse for my wife!
Johnny would also be able to use a Sandevistan to quickly slow down time and take enemies out in slow motion. Johnny would also be able to go into bullet form, allowing him to do dash attacks and to lock onto enemies in the air. To keep with the gritty and dark feel of Cyberpunk, the visual style would be realistic, with designs being taken from the Sonic movies. Johnny would continue to wear his iconic samurai tank top and leather jeans, and the original Sonic cast would now wear Cyberpunk's dark clothes. The city would be very similar to Night City, but would feature more brass and nature due to it being in Sonic's universe. The famous loops from the Sonic games would also be featured, and the player would be able to run inside them. The soundtrack for the game would feature new versions of the samurai songs made by Refused for Cyberpunk 2077 that have been remade to fit Sonic's world, taking inspiration from some of the older and more iconic themes for his games, such as the Green Hill Zone theme. Here is the instrumentals of 3 samurai songs to give you an idea of what the game's soundtrack could be like. The game's audio would also be a mix of both worlds. The main sound effect that would still carry over from Cyberpunk would be the sound of Johnny's pistol. The rest would be taken from Sonic games due to the game taking place in his world. An example of this would be keeping the ring drop sound effect upon being damaged, and the dash sound effect, to ensure the game still feels like it takes place in his universe. This has been my pitch for Cyberpunk Black Dog, a game that crosses up the worlds of Cyberpunk and Sonic. Thank you for listening.